Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Karma always catches up with you. The thing about karma, as I understand it, in my experience going through life, is that there is always a consequence for our actions. There is always changes due to our choices. There will always be retribution for our decisions and the things that we have done. Karma always catches up in the end. Karma doesn't have to run, doesn't have to walk. It doesn't have to find us by taking a plane or train. Karma is with us. Wherever we go, we are tied to the actions that we have taken. I'm always reminded of watching Scooby-Doo at a young age and seeing all these villains and bad characters and jokers, crooks, criminals. Whenever they would pull off a heist or do something that they eventually got caught for in the end, when they were unmasked and revealed to be who they were all along, when they took off their mask and the people saw who it was that had pulled off this prank, the imposter, they would always say the same thing. They would say to Daphne, Velma, Scooby-Doo, and Fred, and Shaggy, they would shout, "I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids. And I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids." And I have to beg to differ, because there is no getting away from the things that we have done. There is no escape from your own life. Even if authorities never catch you, karma still wins in the end. Even if you are not brought to justice, the things we do come back. Life is a circle. It continues to flow back and forth. We are kidding ourselves if we think that we can get away from things that we have done or words that we have said to others, whether it was from a place of love or a place of hate. Words cannot be taken back once spoken. Hearts, once broken, take time to repair. They say that time heals all wounds. Sometimes it takes more. I'm still learning these lessons in my life, but I encourage you on your journey to realize that whatever you do will come back to you, whether for positive or negative, for better or worse. Your actions come full circle. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, if you don't want anyone to know it, don't do it. I think that's very true. So I encourage you to plant good seeds. Even if your past is marked by indecision, even if your past is scarred by wrong decision, even if the things that you have done, you perceive them to be unrighteous or just imperfect, still, plant good seeds today. Sow a kind word, sow a smile and a good seed today. And know that karma is always working. Know that these things that you plant today will come back to you full circle. And the actions that you have taken towards the life that you envisioned will come into fruition. Believe that it will. And continue to plant positivity into your life and everyone else's whom you come in contact. That's the best way so far that I have found to live a more fulfilling life. Thank you for listening to Jerome Shaw on TOP. This has been the Open Palm Podcast here in Charleston, South Carolina. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray that you received an encouraging message from this today, letting you know that even though karma is always alive and active, we can use it to our advantage with the things that we want in our lives by sowing good seeds and sending positive messages like this. And if you enjoyed this one, why not share it with an individual who is like you, learning and growing, becoming their greatest version. Pay it forward today, as I don't think many hear these messages often enough. People have asked how they can support the podcast. You can support by becoming a supporter, opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw and supporting it there. That's anchor.fm/jshaw. You can also become a patron by going to patreon.com/Jerome Shaw. And I thank you to my latest and greatest 2 newest patrons that have supported me and decided to walk with me on this journey. Thank you to you. I appreciate you. I value you. As always, my friend, have a wonderful and blessed day wherever you are. Take care.